Hey guys, welcome back to this channel. So you guys know my eyebrows are done. I'm going to prime my face with my instant pore eraser from Maybelline. I like to make sure I press it into my skin, make sure everything is nice and ready to apply any foundation on my face. I prime my eyelids with the Essence Eye Sage as well as the NYX, and I use my ring finger to thoroughly applicate both of these products seamlessly together.
For sure, you know what matters most is your soul. Where will you go? Where will you go? Where will you?
And then I'm gonna go ahead and put my transitional shade in there and just kind of do a windshield wiper effect. I use this brush to make sure that the color really stands out because that's my base shade for this makeup look. I was going for like a simple kind of glam, but more so like for a date day or like everyday look sort of speak. So I want to use a color that would almost match my actual eyelids because I want to make sure that the other colors stand out, that I be on my lower part of my lid. So I'm using this color Spice. This is like an orange, like terracotta brown looking color. So I'm thoroughly like penetrating that to the side of the eye, corner of the eye, and I'm just gonna windshield wiper that into the inward part of the middle of my eyelid. Not all the way over, as you can see. I'm just kind of just plotting it there and just kind of sweeping it across with my eyelid. That really gives it like the nice effect of just a simple way of transitioning the color into the crease, so that way it's not overpowering. I'm going to use another brush and I'm going to gently just blend it out to make sure that the top layer doesn't smudge with the spice color, because we have the traditional base color first. So I'm just going to apply that back onto the lid just to make sure the colors stand out individually on their own, but they blend together beautifully. So that's one tip that I would suggest. Utilize more than one brush. Don't just use just one. I have different ones. I'm going to back in with that base shade again. Use that on top. So just kind of just sweep that on top and make sure that my eyebrow bone color stands out, as you can see there. The difference, you see how it's more lighter on the brow bone compared to the top part of my eyes. See there? So that's what you're going to do. Now my Juvias Place palette, I'm using this color Kenya. I'm using like a smoky eye effect. I'm making like a triangle type of shape, except, well, I guess I can say like maybe like an even and odd. The symbols in math class back in the day, I'm using that kind of shape today. So on the outer corner of my eyelid, I'm going for a smoky eye effect, but only using the brown. You can use purple, you can use black, but I was just going for a brown because I wanted to make like a sunset glam type of color. Something that I can wear for every day, something that's good for a date day, something that's great for going in the early spring. So this color is super pretty. I think it'll be good on any skin tone. So that's what I'm using here. Just kind of going back and forth with a smudge brush and making sure that the color is not overwhelming, but just the right amount. So you don't want to go too hard with this. I went back in the colors Ya and the other color on the bottom, which is like this nice bright gold color. I'm going to use like 3 different shimmers. So the first one I put on one side of the brush, and then the other color is on the opposite side of the brush. I'm going to just pat those in there seamlessly together and not too heavy. So you want to be light handed with these colors because you don't want to make the look too dramatic. We're going for a simple way of doing a glam for an everyday look. So you see, you flip the brush over and use the other type of glam glitter, whatever you want to use, but it goes together so beautifully. So I'm really loving how this look is coming, you guys. So excited for the remainder of the video.
Let's be Raye. Let's be the light, living in the end times. Gotta get right, gotta be ready when he returns. Oh yeah, when he returns.
I put Nairobi in my inner tear duct just to give it just a more heightened color effect. This is my brightest glitter that I'm going to be using today. It's super bright. It looks like gold. I just love it. So I think this is really, really pretty for like another tutorial I'll do probably with just this color by itself because it's super gold. And now I'm going in with my foundation. I'm in 355 Coconut and I'm using the Maybelline Fit Me and Matte foundation. I love the way it looks on my skin. It's just beautiful for winter, early spring. Alright, y'all, so I put my lashes on. Now for the concealer. I'm keeping it Maybelline family friendly, so I'm using the 40 caramel color and the Maybelline Fit Me concealer. I'm going to contour my nose today, you guys. Gonna try it out, I'm going to put this color underneath my eye just to give myself a little more brightness. I pulled the camera closer so you guys can see the actual eye look. So it looks a little bit brighter because I have it a little pulled closer towards me. But yeah, I'm just loving the way this looks coming together so far. So I'm gonna go ahead and use my beauty blender just to blend out everything together. So what I like to do, I like to put the concealer on my forehead, my upper lip, and my chin. Oops, I got some on my lip there. But I like to put some on my chin and then my upper lip, and then of course we're gonna contour the cheeks bones, of course. But what will help you if you're struggling with this? Using a color that's brighter than your foundation shade. I think some women think it's supposed to be brighter than your skin, but no. Make sure the color is brighter than your foundation shade. So I used the New Beauty REDEW Set and Spray just to put that on my beauty blender instead of water. I noticed that with water, it kind of makes my makeup a little bit smudgy. So I prefer using this to actually apply onto my face. It just makes everything more seamless and put together. You look at the radiance of that concealer on my face. So you see how it didn't make me look like a different person. You want the concealer to just heighten and brighten your face. That's what I go for. So that would be really a helpful tip for anyone that's struggling with trying to match your concealer with your face. Go for a color, love, that will be one tone or two, depending on, what foundation shades you have. Some people have to use more than one foundations to get their color, so that's understandable because we're all melanin and, things happen. So there's never going to be like a perfect shade. You just get that out of your mind. Like, you can find a shade that's going to be close to you, but it's never going to be exactly your face. So keep that in mind when you're getting the colors, to make sure that you're not looking too brighter than your skin complexion, because you want to make sure that your neck is not super dark and then your face is like super orange. So you want to make sure you kind of even it out the best way you can, balance everything out the best way you can. So I like to get underneath my chin too and make sure that everything's put together. And then what I like to do is utilize a powder to bring back my brown so that I won't look too bright. But here I'm just utilizing the tip part of the beauty blender to just thoroughly go underneath my eye, and then I turn it around with the flat side on my face and my forehead. So see the difference? It just kind of brightens it up, get everything nice and together and uniformed. So that's what I really love about this beauty blender. I'm just so grateful to God for influencer sending this to me complimentary to test it out, because I really like it a lot. So I recommend trying a beauty blender, or if you can't get that one, then my go-to will be the Real Technique sponge, because it's just as good. There's also a e.l.f. sponge that's only $2, I believe, too. That works really, really good. So now I'm using the LA Pro powder. I have the cocoa color, and I also have the LA powder translucent as well. So I like to put the translucent first on the places that I put concealer, and then I will top off with the cocoa shade just to apply more brown into my face and contour just a little bit around my face. Oh, I got my lip again, my goodness. But I like to get my nose, because I'm going to contour my nose a little bit in a second. So I like to put the powder on my forehead because that's the oiliest part of my face, you guys, that T-zone, y'all. So I like to get some oil on my forehead and just all over the underneath my eye to make sure that my makeup is set in place, that it won't move, won't budge for the remainder of wherever I'm going. Today was just a date day with my pastors and my hubby, but yeah, so I'm just kind of thoroughly putting this onto my face to make sure everything is nice and put together. So take your time with this part. Don't rush. Like, make sure everything is together. Then get a brush and just kind of, contour your face. I'm just putting a little bit on the side. It just kind of brightens and brings everything back to life to me. It doesn't make me as light. It kind of brings everything back to a neutral state. So that's what I like. I like this color a lot. I know it's LA colors, but it works for me. Now I'm contouring my nose, you guys. So tell me what you guys think.
Make a difference. Oh yeah, oh yeah, yeah. Can I get a witness? Walking in the spirit. most is your soul. Where will you go? Where will you go? Where will you go?
So you guys know I'm not a blush girl, but I love me some highlighter. And I'm loving the BH Cosmetics is my Raye palette. I'm using the Bite Beauty Lippie just to put that on top of my lip before I put on a lipstick for today. And we're almost pretty much done, you guys, but this look came together so beautifully. So I would wear this like out just for date days like I am going on tonight, or just like out to go shopping with my husband, or like just chilling out, you know, just kind of hanging out with family and friends, you know. I think this look is so pretty, especially like for early spring. I'm so excited. That's why I'm having my mauve on today, just because I'm so excited about spring. So thanks so much for watching. Have a blessed day, and I'll see you guys in my next video. And don't forget to like and subscribe.
Fasting and praying, let's be like the good and faithful servant. Let's be walking. We ready, hey, yeah, we ready. What you doing with your life? What you doing for the lights on? Suffering, be good, be with me. Have temperance, let's make a difference.